Fisher Island. Some of her first events, she said, were for Oprah and Julia Roberts. So like she knew she had a good thing going. Something I thought was very cool that she says one of her motivations in opening the studio is that she wanted to be able to like control the whole production process. Like she employs her own floral designers, her production team. Like there's not that many vendors when you work with Guerdy. Met Guerdy season 4 of Miami, the season after that 8-long-year hiatus. I can't easily find like the exact story of how she was cast. However, there's an article where she's talking about being cast on the show as like she knew that the show was coming back and like a lot of names were being thrown around and she wasn't expecting to be asked to join the show, but she wasn't also like that surprised. To me as a viewer, it felt very natural to see Guerdy on this screen. I feel like she was like kind of almost introduced as a friend of Alexia because they were working together on some events. But regardless, to me, I felt like it made a lot of sense because a lot of these women like operate in the same social circles and they have for a very long time since the beginning of Miami. So from my perspective, it seems like a natural fit. We know that Guerdy and Russell have 2 kids. We know that Russell is a firefighter for the city of Miami. We also learned on the show that she had previously suffered a miscarriage. I was incredibly impressed with how open Guerdy was with her breast cancer journey. We know she is now breast cancer free. And if I may, onto my opinions, I love Guerdy as a character. I do not like the way that she's been treated this season. I don't think historically she's been treated that well, but like especially this season. Hear me out, I do not think Guerdy needs this show anymore. She is a larger than life personality. Like she's fabulous, she's a star, she's dramatic, she's cool. I also feel like Guerdy is very well intentioned with this group of women. Like we saw the development, especially I think of her friendship with Dr. Nicole. That to me was very telling. Like she not only wants to get to know these people as individuals, but very much as a group. And I feel like she's very much an advocate for the group to get along. I don't feel like she's appreciated on this cast. Not only is she not respected, but at a very minimum, I don't feel like the women are celebrating her in the way that she deserves to be. Like I really expected more celebration of her news of being cancer free, not just a party that she threw herself. Like for them to have a whole trip to Marbella to like potentially get Alexia away from Todd, like I expected some sort of, again, like big celebration of Guerdy from them. I expected more people to be on Guerdy's side when she shared those text messages at her party too. I feel like that's a classic Housewives move and I really don't think it was that bad compared to Julia. Her events are incredible. You can go on her website and see like a lot of photos. There's a big portfolio on her website. She's such an eye. I feel like she's smart, cool, like she's very quick too. I hope that Dr. Nicole would have given her the advice of like, you know, you can walk away from this if you don't feel like you're being respected. Is that awful for me to say that like I would love to see her do more? I would love to see her do other things. Like I do feel like she would have a lot of success outside of the Housewives world in the public eye. I also think that Housewives is like maybe the least interesting thing about her. Like she is so accomplished. She really has let the world into so much. Again, like her cancer journey, now that we're seeing her in therapy, not just couples therapy, but that individual therapy session that we saw. She has given so much of herself to this show that I feel like she can stop if she wants to. You know what I mean? I like her character. I like who she is portrayed as. And for that reason, I want better for her.